If you want to understand the concept of time, you have to go to Egypt. There is an old Arabic proverb that says, "Man fears time, but time fears the pyramids." Standing on the Giza Plateau, looking at the last remaining wonder of the ancient world, you realize that for 5,000 years, this landscape has been the world's ultimate stage. But as we move through 2026, Egypt is no longer just a museum of the past. It is a nation undergoing a massive, multi-billion-dollar rebirth, attempting to reclaim its status as the center of the world. The most visible symbol of this rebirth is sitting right at the foot of the pyramids. The Grand Egyptian Museum. After more than 20 years of construction, this billion-dollar gift to the world is finally fully open. It is the largest archaeological museum on the planet, a massive, translucent stone structure that houses over 100,000 artifacts. For the first time in history, the entire treasure of King Tutankhamun, all 5,000 pieces found in his tomb, is on display in one place. Standing in the Grand Hall, beneath the 83-ton colossal statue of Ramses II, you realize that Egypt has stopped just holding its history and started staging it for the 21st century. But if the museum represents the preservation of the past, the new administrative capital represents a leap into the future, rising out of the desert 45 kilometers east of Cairo. This is a smart city built from scratch. It is a city of superlatives, home to the tallest skyscraper in Africa, the largest cathedral in the Middle East, and a massive green river of parks twice the size of New York's Central Park. It is a controversial and ambitious attempt to move the heart of the government away from the crushing congestion of Old Cairo, creating a high-tech, digital-first hub for a nation of over 100 million people. Yet, Cairo itself remains the chaotic, soulful anchor of the country. It is a city of 20 million people that feels like a beautiful, relentless sensory overload. To experience it, you have to go to Khan el-Khalili, the 1,000-year-old bazaar where the smell of cumin and hibiscus tea hangs heavy in the air and the sound of silver being hammered into plates competes with the calls to prayer from 1,000 minarets. Cairo is where you see the layers of Egypt, the Coptic churches of the Old City, the medieval Islamic fortresses, and the modern coffee shops where a new generation of tech-savvy youth is redefining what it means to be Egyptian, to truly see the country. However, you have to follow the water. The Nile is not just a river. It is a lifeline that has dictated every aspect of Egyptian life since the beginning of recorded time. In 2026, traveling the Nile has become more accessible than ever with the rollout of a new high-speed rail network connecting Cairo to the ancient wonders of the south. In Luxor, you walk through the Valley of the Kings, where the colors on the tomb walls are still as vibrant as they were the day the artists finished them 3,000 years ago. In Aswan, the pace of life slows down. Here, the Nile is at its most beautiful, with blue waters cutting through orange sand dunes and granite islands. You can sail on a felucca, a traditional wooden boat, and watch a sunset that feels like it hasn't changed since the time of the pharaohs. But modern Egypt is also finding its place on the global stage through more than just its ruins. In the summer of 2026, the nation's eyes are on North America as the Egyptian national football team competes in the FIFA World Cup. Football is the common language of the country, the one thing that can bring the entire nation to a standstill. Whether it's a match in a high-tech stadium or a kickabout in a dusty alleyway, The passion for the game is a reflection of a nation that is intensely proud and fiercely competitive. Egypt is a country that has survived every rise and fall of human civilization. It has seen the transition from papyrus to digital pixels, from chariots to high-speed trains. As you stand by the Red Sea in Hurghada or Sharm el-Sheikh, looking out at some of the world's most pristine coral reefs, you realize that Egypt's greatest strength is its resilience. It is a land that is both ancient and brand new. A place that challenges your sense of scale and reminds you that while civilizations may change, the majesty of the human spirit remains constant. Egypt in 2026 is a kingdom that has finally woken up, inviting the world to see that the greatest wonders aren't just found in the tombs of the dead, but in the energy of the living. Thanks for watching.